Hello, good morning.
Good morning, turkeys. Good morning, Kaylee.
Hello. We have a fun game today. I don't know what to call it. It's what it not couples games. I don't know. It's
Do you
basic
know your person well? I don't know.
it's this lady. I found this lady on Instagram and she just started making me laugh, but she basically does like couples questions you've never heard before. So instead of being like who's more likely to sleep in, they're like who's more likely to stub their toe. Anyway, I was listening to them, and all of them felt also appropriate for BFF games. So maybe we'll just title this BFF games.
Ooh, I like that.
I have my sign. I'm really excited. I'm gonna play her first video, and then maybe if we have qualms, we can discuss them. I don't think they'll be too loud. I mean, long.
I love it.
Okay.
Ooh, I feel like I'm gonna get stumped on a few of these. Like, I don't know.
I know it's going to have to be rapid fire in the moment decision making. I'm going to pull up her Instagram and basically just play one of her videos and then we'll just hold up our signs. Can you see her?
Mm-hmm.
I think for the people and for the sake of this lady that I did not ask permission to do this, here you see her Instagram. I'm sure she has a TikTok page. Okay, let's go
I'm sure
back.
she'd appreciate the free
Oh, yes,
advertising.
she calls them Mr. and Mrs. questions. We'll just call them BFF questions.
And
There we
this is
go.
questions that you've probably never heard before. Who can most accurately measure pasta portions by eye? If you were both eggs, which partner would be more likely to have a double yolk? Who has the most individual eyebrow hairs? Who's most likely to bend a spoon, either by accident or on purpose? Who drinks the least water over the course of a year? Over the course of their entire life, who's spent the most minutes listening to Peter Andre speak or sing? Who's the most impatient when it comes to postage? Who's more likely to have their food stolen by a seagull? If presented with 5 bones from a random dinosaur, who'd be most likely to identify the dinosaur? If you had to get rid of all the lampshades in your house, who do you think would find that the hardest? If you were both moles, who'd be the slowest at digging? Who's most reluctant to get on escalators or travelators, even if just by a second? Who's held the most
I
individual
missed
rocks
it.
in their life? If you attended a worm charming event and you weren't allowed to do any practice, who do you think would win? Mr. and Mrs. questions that you've probably never heard
Oh my
before.
god.
They're so fast. I couldn't think, but
They
that
were
was funny.
so fast. I wish I could have seen what you were saying.
I looked over a couple times. We matched on almost everything. I made a mistake on one of them, but definitely the rocks are me. The most water is you. There's a couple other ones where I was like, this is very obvious.
I don't know who Peter Andreas is.
I don't either. That's why I went. Boop. Um, and then whatever the escalator one, I missed the first part. I didn't know if she said, are they scared or would they travel by? I think I both.
Oh, yeah, I missed that one too. Oh my god, I think the rocks one was my favorite.
That is so great. And the
Okay.
archaeologist one.
Okay, let me go find another one. Which one did I play? This one?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Oh god, I'm gonna turn this up a little. Is it loud enough for you?
It's quite loud, yes.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Well, that's always your problem. Oh, I can turn this up. Oh, duh, Kaylee. Okay. Okay.
I was like, please don't make it louder. My ears.
Okay.
Partner questions that you've probably never heard before. Who's the best at using the phonetic alphabet accurately? Who would be the most upset if they had to write with a pen that they didn't like the feel of? Who feels the strongest emotional attachment to inanimate objects? If you were both shoes, who would be the most comfortable? Whose nails grow fastest? Who is most convinced
Oh,
about the existence of ghosts and ghouls? Who knows the least about the history of chairs? Who can draw a frog that someone else would be able to recognise as a frog quickest? Who caused their primary school teachers the most stress? Regardless of who currently owns the most fridge magnets, who's purchased the most fridge magnets in their life thus far? Who enjoys spending time in service stations the most? Who's got the worst technique when it comes to
gas station?
stacking food in the freezer? What about clothes on the drying rack? Who's won the most games of Conkers? Partner questions that you've probably never heard before. Who's the best at using the phonetic alphabet?
I really love that this is not American and I don't know what some of this is. Okay, gas station.
Gas station, yeah.
I didn't do it, but I think you probably spend more time. Well, I feel like you spend more time going to a convenience store to purchase something like a Celsius, and I spend more time there
To
filling
pee.
pee.
Exactly. Oh, the frog one for sure. The freezer organization is definitely not my forte. And then there's one other one. There was one that we disagreed on, but I can't remember what it was. I was unsure though.
I kept putting both of us for multiples.
I know there was some that I was like, I don't know. I wonder what concours is.
I don't know. Okay, let's do one more.
Okay, this is great.
Oh, here's one. Actually, I think there was one that was like wildly popular. Did I make that up?
Or like it went viral.
Well, just like
It
here, I'll do this one.
Partner questions you probably haven't heard before. If you were both beverages, who'd be the fizziest? Who out of the two of you has the most in common with a prawn? Who's more confident during a game of Jenga? Who can do a more accurate impression of Mort from the Madagascar franchise? If you were both pizzas, who would have the most toppings? If you were taking part in a wheelbarrow race, who would be the most obvious choice as the barrow? Who's kept the most of their baby teeth, not in their mouth, but in storage? Who cooks the worst omelette? Over the course of their whole life, who's spent the most time listening to Radio 6? Who has literally touched grass most recently? If you were both given the same 5 randomly selected ingredients, who would produce a more edible meal? In a competition, who could stay in the bath the longest? If you each had one chance to cut an apple exactly in half, who'd have the most accurate chop? Who's more likely to eat food that upsets others on public transport? Partner questions you probably haven't heard before. If you were both...
Oh, that's too funny. I'm crying. Honestly, I would be down to do one more because that was just so great. Do you think we
I'll
have time
find
for one
another
more?
one. Yes, we do.
Okay.
I just want to ask you, what are you doing with your kids' baby teeth in the future? Have you thought about it?
I haven't. Okay, so I haven't saved any of mine, or at least not for a long time. Like you saved for the tooth fairy, and then I don't know, maybe I did save a few until I got older.
Did your parents save any of your teeth still?
They don't have any right now. No,
Okay.
definitely not.
I ask this because I have a friend whose kid is older than y'all's, obviously, but she just lost her first tooth, and my friend Jenny is one of my favorite people because she randomly says things that make me pee my pants out of the blue. But she was like, "Should I make a tooth necklace?"
I literally actually kind of went there in my brain. The first tooth I will probably save for both of them. I don't know what to do with it, but I'll save it for a while. Till I can tell them this is your first baby tooth.
Oh my god, what did she? I know she was half joking. What did she say? It was like tooth and then the first lock of hair from their first haircut.
Which I still have. Yes, I do.
Oh my god.
That's funny.
I remember saving them for a little while. I don't know what I did with them.
I saved them, but not for a extended period of time, I don't believe. I don't
Yeah.
have them now, though. That's the key.
Thank God. Okay. All right, here's a quick one.
Okay, that's just so funny.
Wait, am I sharing?
Yeah, no, you're not.
Oh, okay.
You should, but you're not. That's what I meant to say.
I was like, wait, something is incorrect. Okay. Okay, we're back. Here's
Okay.
a recent one.
Mhm.
Gotta make sure I know who.
Partner
I-
questions that you probably haven't heard before. Who's more likely to want to play a board game by a set of modified rules because that's what their family did growing up? Who'd be more determined to finish eating a sandwich that they really weren't enjoying? Who'd be most likely to get accidentally left behind with a boat trip? Who's made the most nests out of dried grass so that they could sit in them pretending to be a giant bird? Both cats, who would have the longest coat? If you were both guinea pigs, who'd have the most rosettes? Who makes the lumpiest gravy? Who pays the most attention to the clouds? Who's more frequently overwhelmed by the size of a restaurant menu? Who's spent the most hours overall playing Club Penguin? If you were decorating a room together, who'd be most likely to spill paint on the floor? Who can more accurately describe the scent in the Jorvik Viking Centre? Who can list 5 true
What?
facts about their favourite sea creature in the shortest amount of time? Partner questions that you probably haven't heard before.
Wait, let me do one more. I can't stop. Did we do this one?
No, but I think no, but
Maybe
that
I
one's a
sent that
popular
one.
one.
Partner
too.
questions
Okay.
you probably haven't heard before. Who likes their favourite planet the most? Who has better luck using claw machines? Who's least likely to remember the rules of a card game that was explained 4 minutes ago? If you found a genie in a bottle, who'd be more likely to make a joke wish? If you were both woven fabrics, who'd have the highest thread count? Who's more likely to meet an alien in their line of work? If you were both cartoon skeletons, who'd be the best at playing their own ribcage? Who'd be more likely to stay on the phone during a scam call because they feel bad either interrupting or hanging up? Who can skim a stone
You
the
would
furthest
joke with them.
distance, and who can roll a stone the furthest distance? Who's misplaced the most Allen keys during their time on this earth? Who's got the most unusual order at the chip shop? If you're both spiders, who'd spin the fastest web? If you were both dinosaurs, who would be the angriest one? If you were both given a randomly selected tinned food, who's most likely to not like theirs? Partner questions you probably haven't heard before. Who likes their
Oh, that's too funny. Oh my gosh. Well, if I only knew what a something was, I assumed what a chip shop was.
What is a chip shop? French fry store?
Well, actually no. I thought of it just like maybe a fast food place or something. Like a
Oh,
quick.
that would make sense.
That's so funny. Well, that was amazing.
I wanted to say that I would be more obsessed with identifying the clouds, but then I realized that if the clouds were chemtrails, that you would be more zoomed in.
There was another one too that was who could remember the card game rules that were just explained 4 minutes. I was like, yeah. Anyway, that was amazing. That was amazing. What creative questions?
I know. Thank you, Emma Plowright, for whatever inspired you to do that, because it was so much fun. All right, my friend. Well, that was lovely. Everybody gather a friend, go to Emma's page and play along, because I feel like this could be even like a family game night. And it could be
Yes.
really entertaining if all of y'all could see each other's answers.
So great.
Oh my God. Until next week.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.